I believe that the Marcos administration will not be able to convince and push the ICC without external influence. That one I believe. Now, I just don't know if it's the remnants of the Biden administration now, because you have the Trump administration. But I would believe that there are hands, external hands, that push this ICC arrest of our former president, because we all know that the United States don't lie. The United States and the establishment, the political establishment of the United States, the deep state, these entities, they don't like the Duterte, especially the former president, because the former president always stand by the Filipino people, by our country. He never surrendered our sovereignty, and he was, during his time, he always uphold what you call independent foreign policy, that all countries, major countries, China, Russia, the United States, and other countries, even India, and any country for that matter, all of them will be our friends, and we will not create enemy. So that is his policy, and that's why during his time, one of his legacies for me as a political analyst is actually his foreign policy, because that time everything is so smooth, and the South China Sea, relatively speaking, was very peaceful, you know, even with reference to China. So that's, I think, the picture why all of these things is happening right now, and why my country really is in a political it's a very critical political situation. There's upheaval right now in the country. There are a lot of mass rallies everywhere, all across the country, asking for The Hague, asking for ICC to bring back our former president, and also asking the current administration to start the negotiation to bring him back. But I don't think this current administration of Marcos Jr. will do that. So he may face a lot of trouble because of what he did to the former president, and because of what he did to the country. He betrayed the country. My God, he surrendered our sovereignty to an external institution. And you know what, Fernando, just quickly, it's very sad, and it's really hard for us Filipinos to see our former president, who have done so many things for our country, to be trialed in a foreign land, with trial by foreigners. You know, these are foreigners, tried by a foreign court, and in a foreign land. And I saw him yesterday. His voice was cracking, as if he's so tired that he cannot even speak about his name, where he lived, where he was born, and all of this basic information. And every Filipino was crying last night, because they can see that an 80-year-old man is under trial in a foreign land, and he is a hero in my country, but in a foreign land he is now subject to a trial or being detained